과 마찬가지입니다. 지양하는 걸 추천드립니다.
Go for manager, so then let's see. Oh. Okay, I'll just take it then.
없는 분노를 담아 이 선물을 퍼부어주도록 하지.
Okay. That's not creepy or anything. So we have
저희는
let's give it
심야
together
업무를
then.
진행하는 협회원을 위해 늦게까지 주문을
If I
받고
can remember
있습니다.
what his
비번이시라면 간단하게 쉐리나 브랜디를
No,
첨가한
it's
차는
honest.
어떠실까요?
No, it's on Cliff. Where? Sing. Okay. To go and level it. I need some. No. Who has too much? It should be. That's an N. Takes over that one. Yeah, that's fine. What is this? That's the phrase in the words. Oh, okay. I haven't leveled up Mr. Hook. Guess I can level up with.
저희는 심야 업무를
이번에.
진행하는 협회원을 위해
No, I don't.
늦게까지 주문을 받고 있습니다. 비번이
No, not the real line. What? Okay. Where's the claim all button? No, it's a 30. Here's a, okay. We will start the... whatever this is. Hmm. 5.51. As our voyage on the Great Lake extends, the list of things to keep the sinners entertained grows even smaller. In a way, it sounds like a serious problem, but... Guys, anybody got any stories to tell? No, for the 13th time, I suppose, repeating the exact same phrase at any talent. You could even call that if you're having trouble calling what you said moments ago. Wait, there's no voice lines? Be the 20 times to be size of 30. Let me verify if you have suffered any damage to your obsidian region. I get it. I'm just bored, okay? There's nothing to do anymore. I'm tired of playing the same game of backgammon again and again. Good. I got a job for you. How about you start feeding the seagulls on time for once? Somehow it became my responsibility. After all, you got tired of taking care of it. Yeah, we're going to have to let the seagulls go once we're out of the Great Lakes anyway. Why'd you even let yourself get attached to it? Just look at her. The way she looks at you. Those wolfo eyes. What, your average seagull eyes? It was abundantly clear that the cinders were starting to slowly expire from sheer boredom. Now, it's not really a problem that has a solution. I had zero interesting stories to tell, considering that I had amnesia, so all I could do was sit there and watch the sinners suffer. Putting them through the daily trials in the mirror dungeons wasn't the most exciting activity either. Speaking of which, Heathcliff that happens appears to be one least affected by this mess. Well, not that he was calm and aloof, that is. I say he's anxious. Oi, Virgilius. They're all like, holy crap. They're like, what? He's calling Virgil. What the crap? Frosty silence depended on the sinners. The source of that frost was the explosive event that played out before their eyes. Huh? You're calling me out? Oh, Heathcliff, have you gone insane? Did you finally snap? This must be the side effect of those consultations. Maybe you can also tell this sense of self-preservation lost or something like that. Heathcliff? Shut your traps, I ain't mad, and my sense of self-preservation is just fine. Impressive. I really found myself surprised at this series of adventures so far, but this one is one of those rare occasions. Speak. What is your business? It's our next destination is T-Corp, isn't it? Do you really need me to answer that? You know what I'm talking about. Patience, Heathcliff, though that seemed to be a virtue that most of you lack. If everything goes according to the flow, you'll make it to your appointment on time. I had no context of any of that. All I could do was sit here and watch as Heathcliff scratched the back of his head. I'm still out of the loop, but Heathcliff must be really anxious about something. If he's really talking to Virgilius first. After all that, that's not... What else could we possibly be more important than the point... Wait. Heathcliff turned around to the face. Boy, any of you got any history with T-Corp? Show of hands now. I have in a way. I resided in that place once. Right, but we already did you, didn't we? Yeah, soon it'll be... Are we still in the middle of this mad lake? Wait, Clockhead, what's today's date? How would I know? I'm a clock. I tell time, not the date. Huh? Can't you tell the date? You got a clock for a head. The clocks and calendars are completely different things. Huh. Heath, that was your 13th side today. Keep that up and my huff and puff are broke to pieces. Tell us, Heathcliff, your turn's coming up, isn't it? Whenever it is that awaits you there, you're going to have to prepare yourself for it. Yeah, I suppose. There's no use hiding it anymore. After some time. Right, to summarize, Heathcliff's starting to feel like his turn's coming up now. The Ishmael's had her time in the winger. And he's got good reason to believe that because Virgilius handed him something, their last consultation, that affirmed his suspicions. And according to that something, he needs some fancy clothes and whatnot to refine his looks before we go to T-Corp. But since we're still so far from escaping the lake, you're starting to feel restless. Is that right? Right on. So, yeah, so there's not much you can do about that before we hit solid ground, is there? Oh, come on, Heath. That's it. Don't you worry. I can definitely help you as soon as we find land, Kate. We don't even know how far away from land we are. Dante, we have reached the end of the scheduled work period for sinners. Huh? Oh, yeah. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. I reflexively said my usual routine piece as the light alarm played. Man, that wasn't even a big deal. Then I was hoping to see an act of dramatic bloodshed for once. Well, at least he wasn't trying to stir up trouble for once. Sharers each got up from their seats, yawned and stretched. One by one disappeared into the back door. Boy, Clockhead, didn't know they knocked your wits off along with your head. Sorry? But Gregor isn't completely wrong, is he? Can't even mince words at the point? Phyllis and Karen also walked into the back door, blocking grins on their faces. And I was left alone in the ship's cabin, standing awkwardly next to severely crestfallen Heathcliff. Ahem. Wait. There was another, said Dudley. Sir Heathcliff. Huh? What are you doing out here, girl? Roll along, you. Go gush about the high and mighty fixtures of T-Corp or something. I have plenty of time for that later. Yet. Thou shalt do well to treat me well. Sir Heathcliff. What? You will. Hold! Allow me to finish. Matter Esquire. Sir Heathcliff, come hither. Hush, hush. Don Kelly wore a confident smile. Slowly, gingerly walked over presently and for a vacant Charon seat, and whispered ever so slightly to us. Forsooth, I have devised a splendid plan for thee. I don't know what's going on. But I don't know where this is going. What is this splendid plan of yours? I don't think there are words in the world expressive enough to describe that look on Heathcliff's face. It was certain that he had very scant expectation for Don Quixote and our plans, but there was a sliver of hope in his face that maybe, just maybe, Don Quixote might rise to the occasion for once. It wasn't clear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered much to Don Quixote. However, she began excitedly describing her plan. Dost thou, Sir Heathcliff, ever hear the tale of the ancient and literary fixture of Dev Yacht Association, the Red Sack? Red what? Like Virgilius? It is said that the legendary Red Sack carried out his deliveries, no matter how terrible a terrain or how arduous the journey, to all corners of the city. And then with him was his sidekick, Reindeer Man. What? Forsooth, his magnificence hath given away gracious gifts for children of the city he deemed to be kind. This is by common knowledge. He appeareth on the front cover of the Mixtures Monthly every winter. Don Quixote asked, sounding genuinely shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this red sack. What makes you think I'd ever read rags like that? Be to thee, rags, thou sayest. Manager Esquire, surely thou hast heard of this magnificent publication. I knocked on my ticking clockhead. I didn't get the feel I need to spell it out for her. So none of thee has subscribed to thee? That my words fell on deaf ears. Anyhow, what matters to thee, Sir Heathcliff, is that thou endeavourest to make thyself more presentable than anyone else for this occasion, is it not? Finally getting to the point, eh? Go on. Marry, good sir, a costume most befitting the occasion would be those of the Red Sack and his sidekick Reindeer Man. This is going to end well, is it? What, like those ridiculous fillers L Atresir RD whatever? It's not ridiculous, fee. Thou hast not even this to indulge mine only wish that we should contemplate fixtures eld together. Sir, that's not even giving it a chance. Indeed, speak not on the matter thou not. You know. Okay, this is hard. Why don't they have? Why are there no voice lines for this? And all that talk of a splendid plan, I thought you were actually going somewhere. But it comes around to the picture nonsense again. Don't even have the energy to beat the sense into you. I'll get to it later. 5 honest hits the noggin should do. And the silver of hope, his face was beginning to rapidly fade. Prithee, share any thought of the fixtures that we have laid our eyes upon thus far. What? Embarrassing, were they? Remember, were they not fancy and impeccably dressed? Close not the eyes and the heart speak. Absolutely embarrassing sights, yeah? The spandex clerk from Cape Corp looked like he leaped right out of a circus. Nay, Lord Siegfried, it's not embarrassing. I say his outfit was rather dashing, wouldn't you agree? Allow me to explain to thee the materials of this fabric, so that thy understanding... Ahem, excuse me, huh? The hither, Sir Heathcliff. I am not yet finished. Huh, why is the girl so hyper? Well, Lord Siegfried is a special outlier, perhaps, but thou dost not agree that most fixtures are all well dressed to most honor upon their what? I don't know about that, but I suppose they were quite posh. Exactly. Follow the eye. And thou shalt see thyself dressed as impeccably and impressively as the fixtures are. Is that right? Saw it. I know shite all about clothes and making myself look fancy. Right, so let's say I go along with it. Where are we going to get the clothes? Honestly, everyone's right. Where are we going to pick up clothes in the middle of the lake? Aha! Yet I have thought of that as well. Recall the events of yesterday. The sirens that echoed across this bus. Dost thou remember? Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday and went off not long before I announced the close of the business for the day. The boss said that the backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about. Yet I was curious. How indeed doth boss determine so much volatility is useful and which is not. Thus, as all were crowded by the back door, preoccupied with return to their respective quarters, I have secretly, stealthily availed myself the chance to take a glance at the screen. So you took a peep at the screen. You know how to read those complex symbols? Nay, I myself had little hope of recognizing them. Yet when I looked into them, I could very easily tell that the particular symbols on the device indicated. Forsooth, were symbols of the red sack and the reindeer man. And next to them was a symbol indicating posh outfits. No, it can't be that simple. Yeah, no, it can't be that simple. I agree with Heathcliff, however. Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever, as though she was already expecting him to say that. Dost thou know? Every so often, certain symbols appear on the numerous doors past the back door. Huh? Every respite, every passing glance, I had made sure to watch them carefully. And 'twas yesterday when, in the corridor, I spied myself the exact door with the exact same symbol that I witnessed on the screen. Don Quixote, you didn't. 'Tis my nature as an adventurer, Manager Esquire. My inability to quell the burning adventurous spirit, I prostrate myself before thee. Know that I have taken the sneakiest of peeks. Marry, 'twas not too foolhardy. I've only taken a small peek. And if I told thee that what I witnessed within was all my deductions and predictions have been proven true, could thee find it within thyself compassion to spare my soul? Absolutely, but why in the bloody hell do you keep doing that? Everyone tells you not to do. Right, Heathcliff, I just understand why some people keep doing things that everyone tells them not to. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all warnings and went into the restricted area, past the area of the corridor that weren't all allowed to use. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then, Heathcliff had no idea what was beyond that door. And this time we do. Are you suggesting that we call everyone over to explore that place? Nay, the three of us will be more than sufficient to handle this task. All tales begin with a party of three indeed. You're just scared of the consultation, aren't you? I have nary a clue as to what you may be referring to. Okay. The answer to this predicament is right there. Tell them that it's too dangerous and shove them back into respective rooms to rest up. Matter Esquire, that town, indeed, it appeared to be a place most peaceful to my eyes. It was a simple task, is it not? All that we seek to do is enter there and avail ourselves to a few sets of clothes for Heathcliff. It was obvious that Don Quixote wasn't helping Heathcliff out of the pure kindness of her heart. Maybe she hungered for adventure, or maybe she thought she might be able to do that cosplay of the fixtures she so admired. But if we can find Heathcliff some nice clothes to put his heart at ease, then everyone's going to be like, maybe I could do something about this before things get out control, like it last time when I just let Sinner's anxiety stew and exacerbate. Fine, but we're turning around at the first signs of danger. Seriously? Come on. You were willing to do it if it meant that you could pick up some clothes. Well, I suppose we'll be okay as long as Clockhead's with us. Well said. Then let us reconvene tonight before Master Escar's quarters. We shall knock in the following rhythm. Knock, 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 knock. Then thou shalt whisper a secret code, to which that I shall just go get some sleep. It's like, no, you have to have the code knock and the passwords, and that's how things work here. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Ooh, fight. First time, and and I can literally only have 2 of them. Okay, so you. I guess that's. Oh, I never leveled that one.
악인들을 뒤쫓아서.
Who shall it?
악인들을 뒤쫓아서.
No, I can't change in here, can I? Hold on. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. Let's put you with the. That should be fine.
저희는
Good.
제가
Just
가질
put 2 of them
상대가
and that
있나
should
보군.
be
본인이 나서지.
good enough. Shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully. A dark, silent night. All are sound asleep. Thus we assemble. It's better be worth the trouble. It will be worth every trouble, of course. Now, come hither. Quietly and sneakily follow Don Quixote, making care not to make noise. Are we really crossing this line? Bloody hell, lass. Don't you know what happened last time I crossed it? Alas, it will be different this time. All we must do is follow the corridor immediately to the right. The delineation and open the door here. So there are symbols she's talking about. That's the door. The window, the symbols Don Quixote mentioned shimmered. Symbols that seem to indicate a sack, a rat present, and what appear to be fancy clothes. They're the red sack and the reindeer man symbols. Precisely. Right, I suppose you're the expert with these things. I'm going in. Hold on. Before I even had the chance to stop him, Heathcliff barged into the door. We found ourselves almost getting dragged in by his sheer fervor. Oh. Found ourselves in a rather sizable room. This place was decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy lighting reflected off the wood flooring, a maze of conveyor belts installed all over the place. This place is a factory? Quite. And what are those things? Those little children like. Hark, it is I, Don Quixote. What the hell is she doing? The little figures Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment. Were turning around in our direction. They weren't humans, that's for sure. Give me a moment. I have already parlayed with these fellows. What happened to the sneakiest of peaks? Wait, Clockhead, something's coming this way. Small but larger than the others, that scurried over and stood before us. Ah, Lady Don Quixote, you finally grace us with your presence once again. And just as you did before, poof, appearing from the most unexpected places again. Who's this, Don Quixote? Yes, one shall grant us the wonderful gifts indeed. Rubbed his hands, for what I assumed to be hands, together. Looked up at us and started. Pleased to make your acquaintances. You must be Lady Don Quixote's friends. My good name is Dodoru, a gnome who works in the factory, and why, of course, I make gifts here, Why is it, A gnome? Indeed, a gnome! Was that surprise supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? So, they're not humans, right? Yes, these fellows are not humans. They're gnomes! Yes, good off, of course. Not human gnomes. Whom? Didn't think non-humans were allowed in the city. They're not abnormalities or distortions either. There's something else. The city. I knew it. Well, it doesn't matter if they are not humans. What truly matters is the heart within which they could commit themselves to work, that is. Of course. You are absolutely right, madam. My lady, Didn't that door just say something weird about the city just now? That wasn't just me, huh? Well, Mr. Doro cut in on our conversation. The friends of Lady Don Quixote wish for any present, Say, we have the fanciest clothes and powerful weapon, or delicious cookies, Fancy clothes, so you really have them. Looks like we've got a winner, Oh, well, then please, this way. The gnomes had something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room in his scurrying gait. This seems more like storage space than a reception hall. Oh, behold, there's a warm fireplace, a table in this cozy place. What more could thee get possibly asked for? And we have some delicious refreshments ready for you as well, Please wait a moment, and I'll be right back with the gifts you want, Gnome bowed, opened the door, and scuttled out of the room. Are reception halls usually this barren? I've never been to one before, so I had no idea if this was what they were supposed to look like. I had to ask. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation. I have once heard rumor of the kind of decor that's been catching on in the recent years. Yeah, I heard that too. Apparently it's popular for some blokes to just really leave their stuff lying around in some half-finished looking buildings. Is that what this is? Still the art manager. Esquire, I shall personally be responsible for this expedition and claim ourselves shiny gifts. The push comes to shove, I could just nab some of these. I saw them packing some shiny, expensive-looking stuff over there. No thievery this time, Heathcliff. Has the incident with the hair coupons already left thy mind? Ah, blimey. Fine. Neither was found as always, but it was evident that his relaxed expression that his anxiety was starting to ease. Maybe the fact that we're here about to find what we're looking for was a comforting thought. Heathcliff, is that important that you get dressed well for this occasion? Oh yeah. Rather delicate but gently smoldering hearth, calm, silent air, a perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects for some honest heart-to-heart. Or is someone waiting for you there? Someone who'd like dress up for? Well, I suppose you're not completely wrong. Oh-ho, a secret it is. Sadly and gladly dragged her chair up close to Heathcliff. I have to go back as a successful man, as someone of great worth. But that they'll know that I've changed. I'm no longer that witless brigand. That's why I have to dress posh when I return, to appear like a man of quality. Oh-ho, I have to someone stoke the fire of envy in thy stomach. Is this about revenge, like Ishmael? Revenge? Heathcliff leaned back on his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face, which was, if my memory serves me right, a first. Well, I suppose you could call it revenge, but what I really want to do is make her regret. Yeah, that's what this is. I'll show them. I'll trample all over those bastards who thought I wasn't worth shit. Right. So that she'll regret not choosing me, so when she will feel the regret down. Okay, so this is about a woman. I proved to Kathy that there was no better man for her than I. Kathy. His eyes tremble a little as she speaks her name. He's mentioned the name before. His eyes trembled then, too. This Kathy must be a pretty important person to you. Of course, bloody important. What happened between the two of you? Between you and Kathy? Catherine, to be exact, and I call her Kathy. Long and complicated story. Aha, allow my intuition to speak for thee. This Kathy must be thy lover, is she not? Wait, is that what she is to you? No, it's nothing like that. Okay, maybe a little bit. He's starting like Sinclair on a bad day. While his disposition was as brisk as always, we clearly see that he hadn't stopped him smiling at the mere mention of her name, and gave me more than enough answers. Every sinner had a reason for joining Limbus Company, so maybe Heathcliff joined Limbus Company for this Kathy person. Makes you wonder what kind of person she might be, though. Someone that special, that previous impression Heathcliff. Don't be so overdramatic. That ain't me. No, I do not. I do not out of my obligations as manager, but I'm starting to think that I want to help you out, so you could be the best man that you can be. Indeed, we all shall. People have called. Got thunk. I heard a door open the very moment. It wasn't the reception hall door, that was the one of wood that wouldn't make the noise I just heard. This sound came from over there, far away from us, the dark corner of the room. Then I heard the sound of metal scraping against wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. So, those were sleigh marks, huh? The huge sleigh made its way across the wooden floor. On the marks that were already on this floorboard, it was flanked by several gnomes. The sleigh was red, and the sacks on either side were black or red. But they were all littered with flesh and blood. Dodoro, we've got your next batch of ingredients right here, Phew, my back, Come on, friend, Let's think about looking over his faces when they open their present, All is good worth it. Of course. Well, good worth it. You're The Gala Guild gnomes who were walking in our direction as they chattered and gossiped froze in place upon noticing us. Quit lollygagging, Quit chit-chatting and help us out, We've got a lot of processing, Besides, we brought some live ones this time. I think I saw some sacks of the sleigh move. No, they were thrashing like something was trying to escape. Is that? Grab your weapon, girl. What's the matter with thee? These fellows are but hard-working. Hello, is there someone out there? Please help, get me out of here. What a joyous day, This one's fresh, No. They're Hogan, Did Manager Dodoro bring him in? How did he manage to bring in humans so fresh, All along, the factory has been... Oh, boy. I could hear a familiar voice coming in from the other door in the room as Don Quixote stood there. Yes, Dodoro's done a blunder, That sleigh wasn't supposed to come here, Don't you worry, just a little game between us gnomes. That's your excuse? Master Dodoro. Dodoro's listening, Tell me the contents of the sacks. Raw material for presents, of course. Besides, I told you, Dodoro's prepared those fancy clothes for you, and you all friends. To wear them. Why don't we head right out to where... What raw materials are they? Dodoro's tired of life. Humans like you. You lot, what'd I say about using storage space, I told you this one was off limit, Where are you gonna deliver nothing but disappointment to our neighbor, Even now, they await gifts from the factory, Oh, my bad, no. I already told the factory there to look forward to this batch, Ha. What was I thinking? This was absolutely not worth it. I know what you're thinking, Clockhead. So quit sighing and start strategizing. We've got to get out of here, yeah? Yeah, sitting here feeling sorry for myself one too many. Oh. Hello, Halbert. Oh, you haven't seen the Limbus Company streams. Okay. Yeah, it's a gacha game that's made by the people who did the Botany Corporation and the, what was it, Library Runia or whatever? This is their Christmas event thing. Though I was expecting them to have it voiced, but I guess they didn't. I don't remember if they did voice it for them. Grab your tools, fresh. Locally produced mirrors coming up, Right then, let's crack on, you little shites. I don't remember if they had... I think some of them had that.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄.
What is Christmassy in this event? Well, they're wearing Christmas hats. Look at them. They make presents out of people. So they're making presents.
날 뛰어보라고!
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 야호, 이기는 편, 우리 편.
더 날 뛰어보라고.
That one's dead.
씹는 맛이 있는데.
이걸로 제가
See, there's red and stuff, and
내 피가 배고파
that's
했어.
obviously Christmassy, right?
그치?
정신 차리게. 장부에 따르면
야호.
맨정신에 죽여야.
이기는 편, 우리 편.
더 날 뛰어보라고.
대성공이야.
씹는 맛이 있는데.
카룬 신나. 노래 부를까?
씹는 맛이 있는데.
Oh, there's a
배가
third wave.
배고파 했어. 잘 됐다.
깡총.
See, they're wearing bows and stuff, but they've got saws. So I was kind of expecting elves instead of gnomes, but I guess
정신 차리게. 장부에 따르면 맨정신에 죽여야 하니까.
적들이 흔들흔들.
oh, there's
뒤를 아니야.
maybe I should have picked one that didn't need ammo.
이걸로 제갑했군. 이걸로 제갑했군.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
가세.
씹는 맛이 있는데.
I don't know.
씹는 맛이 있는데.
내 피가 배고파 했어. 잘 됐다. 그치?
And obviously I'm not going to have any of that because
깡총. 더 날 뛰어보라고.
정신 차리게. 장부에 따르면 맨정신에 죽여야 하니까.
적들이 흔들흔들.
it
뒤를
would have worked a lot better if
제갑했군.
we can change that. Oh,
이걸로 제갑했군.
yeah, I mean he's got a beard and a hat. Oh, he's kind of out of ammo. So he's not doing as good as I
이기는 편,
usually would.
우리 편.
가세.
씹는 맛이 있는데.
Those were some fierce sods. The fault lies with me. The light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face. But with her enthusiastic voice, no, I should have thought this plan through. Well, if we were to find someone to blame, then the biggest fault would lie with me, the manager. Maybe I should have turned around the moment they sensed that something was off. Ah, alas! That Don Quixote marched towards the now abandoned sleigh. This is several mutilated bodies tumbling to the ground as soon as Don Quixote undid the knot, tying the sack. Damn it, that's what I was afraid that we'd find inside the sack. They were told of 7 or so people in the sack, but they were all missing a few limbs. They were barely breathing, and some of them had already perished. I've never seen their style of clothing before. Looks like we're pretty far from where we were. I've seen similarly worn and torn clothing in the back streets, but the clothes they was a materials and size I've never seen before. The back door must have sent us pretty far. Costi's tell me each district within the city had different cultures and such, so it doesn't really matter, does it? They all die soon, and it's not like they can turn the clock for them. Let's just get back to the bus. Nay, here, this person here is intact. Hark, get a hold of thyself. Thou art the one who requested our help earlier. Oh, we got a kid. Cough. Gah, ha. Who are you? I am me. I am Clockhead. Person.
이게 신나서 날뛰는 건 더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
Do I have... Is there going to be another... Oh, I can... Oh, it's a different set. Okay. I need to set it up, though. Yeah. Well, that's fine. I need all of them. I need 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you don't
저희는
have to spend
신의
stuff on.
업무를
Oh,
진행하는 협회원을 위해 늦게까지 주문을 받고 있습니다.
okay, back to. I got stuff. There should be. I want to click all button though. I get stuff. Then we go back in. Yeah, I'm gonna see.
출발인가?
저주를
함께하죠.
재촉지 마시오. 형님과 누님들을 위해 뒤따르죠.
Okay, I'm guessing the other people have noticed that the other 3 have gone. Your clothes are all weird looking. I guess you're not from the village. Harold was dressed in torn and fading clothing. From the way she looked at us, I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woke up from her momentary shock. Anyway, thank you for saving me. My name's Crayon. And, Clockwork Teeth? Kid pointed at me and backed away in terror. The hell are you talking about? That's Clockhead. My name's Dante. Clockhead, but I heard that Clockwork Teeth looked like clocks. Guess I also heard that they don't show up this high. Never seen a monster like that before, though. Ah, but they are not a monster. This is none other than our very own Master Esquire. Thanks for the intro, I guess. But I can't hear anything but the tick-tocking of the clock. Well, Master Esquire has their reasons. Art thou unharmed? Yeah. Looks like the other people who were dragged here with me weren't so lucky, though. Carol looks at the mutilated corpses with a despondent look on her face. Don Carey cast a sympathetic gaze. So they were all neighbors from thy village? Yeah, but our village will soon send the hunters to save us. As long as they can get here, they can. Hunters? I wasn't sure what exactly she was talking about, so I was about to ask her what she meant. But this reception hall storage room suddenly began to fill with gas of unknown origin. What's this now? Oh, quick, hold that breathing. Not pure gas, two red and green, begins to fill the room. This gas, it's the same gas from when I was kidnapped. The 3 of them, including Crayon, passed out and slumped to the floor. Yeah, something like this has happened before when we accidentally walked into a toxic death trap, which killed everyone. Looks like that's only knocked them out, though. What relief, at least. Guess I should consider myself lucky that my clockhead isn't affected by these things. Creak. I gotta hide. As soon as I hit myself in the corner, a crowd of gnomes rushed through the door Dodoro came in. Gas mask, so they... Sleeping gas on us. Is that all the left to manage or Dodoro? All talk, snake and 3 top dots for toes, and now look at them. A pile of meat 2 3 all accounted for, I suppose. They're all fast asleep with the sleep powder, so don't worry yourselves about harming the good ohms. Well, let's move the good ohms. Pick up Don Kelly, Heathcliff, and Crayon. One by one, load them onto the sleigh. With that, they left, closing the door behind them. And though it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Right, looks like this is my time to shine. I'll rescue the 3 of them. No way, I should have listened to what Ishmael offered to teach me. So, defense. What should I do? As far as truth draws on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that, on my own, I am completely useless. If they were here, they were us, I would at least bring them back. But none of the sinners are here with me, and what good am I without? It's a miracle that I managed to survive this far. Miracle? What miracle? Come on, get a hold of yourself. Oh great, now I'm hearing things. You're not hearing things, Manager. We're really here. You even know what a mess it was up there when we realized the 3 of you just vanished into thin air? I bolted and looked towards the voice. There I saw another door. And from it, the rest of the sinners appeared, one by one. Guys! Oh, good boy, looks like I've got the slightly spoiled ingredient home. I will inquire about this incident later, Dante. For now, command us in this battle. Okay. This has gone pretty weird. Dun, 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 dun. I'm beating up gnomes.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
무지하니까
Beat them up harder.
흐드러졌구려. 피어나라.
Oh, they have sharp teeth and stuff. I didn't see that part
한바탕
much.
해볼까?
아니야.
Okay. Good thing I'm smashing them.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 해야지.
And then there were 3, but then I have another bell.
자, 저주 속에 가라.
맞는 거야.
되갚았습니다.
내 피가
Way
배고파했어.
to
되갚아.
fight.
그치?
힘 조절이.
야호. 이기는 편.
한바탕
우리
해볼까?
편.
다시 못 살게 구는 일은
음.
없을 것이오. 저주 속에
Smash, smash, smash.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
맞는 거야.
Ta-da.
깔끔하게 해결했네요. 가는 길에 우육면 드실래요?
Okay, so there are 12. Okay, they're still... okay, we can still go.
잠깐만. 천천히.
Thanks, everyone. How did you find me? Entered via the back door. Their signals were no longer detected within the bus premises. Then every sinner was immediately summoned from the respective rooms for the search. And so, soon after our break started, Dante, let's try not to do anything like this again, If you are the executive... Even if you are the executive... executive manager, rogue behavior such as this poses too great a risk. Please be wary of that. I'm sorry. So, how did you guys find us? I have deduced it. As of late, Heathcliff was in constant state of uneasiness, considering the nature of our circumstances. I conjectured that there was aught that he had to do before our arrival at T-Corp. On the day in which the backdoor volatility siren echoed, Don Quixote made a relatively delayed return to the back door, and come the next day she requested from me Miss Foss an encyclopedia of common symbols used in the city. Yes, so Foss lent her a few volumes. Ever since receiving those volumes, Miss Don Quixote sat next to me and perused the pages with a rather enthusiastic expression on her countenance. Although I could not converse with her on account of my conditions. He has sickness, so he likes to throw up a lot on the boat. I do recollect that the following words were repeated under cosplay costume sack. In summation, I surmised that Miss Scarlet with a series of symbols that caught her attention, silent blared. And Foss was aware of the door at which the symbols were drawn. Based on that information, the symbols were able to find their way here. We engaged several entities on the corridor on our path to this door. Good thing we only ran into weaklings, though. An irreversible death of a sinner could only have occurred in the process. You understand? Engaging hostile forces in your absence carries an extremely high level of risk. You could have been lost forever in some corner of the corridors, its bodies never to be revived nor retrieved. Please comprehend the weight of your responsibilities and the risk your independent action carries. You must survive, Executive Manager, no matter what. Do I make myself clear? I've never seen Otis look at me like that. Her gaze was cold and ruthless. Your survival was a lucky coincidence, Dante. The sequence of those symbols are not supposed to be interpreted in such a haphazard manner. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say. Maybe that is enough, but... NDQ. Yeah, Don Quixote Heathcliff, where'd the pair run off to? Oh, that's... I told them exactly as the events transpired. Seriously, how'd you three manage to survive this far? Alright, Manager, but I'm sure you've heard enough from the others, but so I won't say more, but where exactly are we? Hey, which district is this? This cold. We must be somewhere in one of the northern districts of the city, or we are not in the city. What do you mean? I mean that we are not in the city. Those intelligent organisms called gnomes are part of a species surviving in the outskirts, commonly known as monsters of the outskirts. Monsters again? After all we faced at the lake? They weren't exactly like the whales, though. We could communicate with them, with the gnomes, just like people, except smaller. So we're in a complete different region of the outskirts. We have liked to explore the area if the circumstances permitted. Look, the structure seems to have been custom built for gnomes, considering how small everything is here. If this is the outskirts, we can go back, right? As long as the door we entered through remains open, yes. It is open, for now. What if it closes? Then an unexpected journey begins. We will have to trek the distance from our outskirts back to the city, which will be a significant endeavor in both time and effort. Isn't that a bit dangerous? Where's this ad coming from, Ohm? Ah? Ohm! I struck gold, Ohm! Get your tools, Ohm! Dante, come hither to the back of the line. The door slammed open, the gnomes began flooding into the room. We prepared ourselves for battle. So I'm guessing gnomes are bad.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
After Kevin's talking. See, there is kind of a Christmassy theme in the background.
직접 알게 함이라.
So that's kind of Christmassy. Christmassy slaughter, I guess.
지금 뭘 잘못했는지는 알기나 해. 드라마에서 봤어. 적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
돈에 접근이요. 다 흐드러졌구려.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
Oh, you said BGM already.
힘 조절이.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
직접 알게 함이라.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
What do you get in this event?
힘들군.
관광객이 딱콩 한 번
그러니 알아서
먹었어.
잘
내 배가
피해야지.
배고파했어.
순식간에 끝내줘.
잘됐다.
Well, I can show you after I'm done with this battle.
깨달았나?
Because so far the events have had one similar thing, and that's you kill things or some stuff, and then you get, in this case, you get presents, and then
끓여.
it's an accumulation of such, and then you get items. I'm kind of sad that they didn't have voiceovers for this, because I remember the first one.
이기는 편.
I
우리
remember the first one had.
힘들군. 그러니
되려
알아서 잘 피해야지.
맞는 거야.
저주 속에
맞는 거야.
가라앉군요.
No, just poop items get. Well, it's a little bit of everything, I guess. I see there's similarities with humans, but they certainly aren't humans. Except for their odd verbal quirk, these monsters are impressively communicative. I don't even know if they should be categorized as monsters. The definition is often arbitrary. Some may call them monsters, yet others may call them members of a different sentient race. I appreciate your analysis, but we should probably get moving. We still don't know where Heathcliff and Don Quixote are. You always say the right things at the right time, Executive Man. Exploring the outskirts area will carry a higher risk than our usual operation grounds. To ensure the manager's safety, we must first establish a more structured plan. Boom. Well, I'd say the easiest answer would be to leave the two of them, but the easiest path isn't always the right one. Ishmael kicked open the door the gnomes rushed in from. Come on, let's go. We'll protect the manager and Heathcliff and Don Quixote. But we forgot about Crayon.
다음 술자리 모험담은 이거군.
This is all.
아주 완벽했어.
So you see, you get presents. This is kind of the thing. So you get items. You get Oh, these are draw tickets. These are XP. This is basically your energy item. And this is one of the items to upgrade characters. Then you got a couple yellow cosmetic thing there. You get boxes with the ego shards, more tickets, another cosmetic thingy, some more stuff. At 40 you get another holiday ego that lets you get, that increases the amount of presents you get. Then you keep going down, getting more stuff, until you get down to 4,000 where you get final cosmetic thingy. But all of it's good and useful anyway. Because the first one, you actually had the only way to get the items was to actually do a dungeon. There was the easy dungeon and the hard dungeon, and they were kind of both annoying. Yes, all the events have been grindy. This has been different though, since I think this is only giving CEs, or I want to say CEs, but I mean egos. Because the other events actually had 2 egos. How they did was they had a banner that had the ego and a character. And then you could do the thing and get an ego and a character from this. They did that for the last 2, but I don't know if they're doing it for this one because it doesn't look like it. They also had, like, let's see, the second one was... So, story-wise, these are actually canon in the story, so... After the event is over, you can still do this, but you won't have this reward check-in thingy and the special items.
저희는
Because if I recall... Just if we look at this. Because this was last kind of event, which is you could basically you fought different things for that. Because this was the first one, which was the Hell's Kitchen, which is basically the dungeon one. Then you had this one where it was kind of like this, where you basically either had, at the end you had two boss battles you could pick between that either used basically you use your energy or use the modules. You could use either or for the bosses. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you only have the two of them though, so. And this looks to be a bit shorter than still
몸을 풀어두죠.
by the looks of it.
카론,
Oh,
기다리는 거 못.
oh, I thought I was getting a king. It's just wrenches.
해볼까?
No, it does not. No, it does not.
늦으면 내피랑
Not for these. Not for this. For the XP farming thing and the light bulb farming thing, you do have a skip.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
But for the stages and stuff, you do not.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 내 피가 배고파했어.
아줌마.
잘 됐다.
But they have been slowly improving over time.
힘 조절이.
So we'll see how that, if they continue to do
힘 조절이.
things correctly or not. Because at the start, they only had the mirror dungeon. There wasn't a way to farm XP,
야호.
XP items and stuff.
편.
Eventually, they put that in.
그대로 저주 속에
But then they made it,
내 피가
the UI a bit more clearer.
잘 됐다.
Because let's say with this. So you see now I have 3 panels and I can read everything and all this. When it first came out, it just had little boxes kind of like these, and you just had to click on them and you didn't know which one was, you had to know what they were. So they obviously made improvements to that. So I think the other ones had voices. So I'm kind of confused why this one doesn't. I don't know, maybe because it's shorter and stuff. And that it only has the 2 egos and not characters as well.
깨달았나?
So this might have been a quicker thing.
야호.
그대로
이기는 편. 우리
멈춰라.
편.
그대로 저주 속에 가라앉는군요.
Just dub over.
다시
Well,
못 살게
that's what I've been having to do.
하시오. 다시 못 살게
Because usually everyone has voices except Dante, so I usually just have to
힘들고.
say Dante's lines, and
잘
then
피해야지.
I'm not used to having to talk so much.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에 담고 싶군.
Yes. Let me show you. So this rail line's a seasonal thing. They changed how that kind of works over time. You have the mirror dungeon, which they kind of added the hard mode and stuff in, and they've changed that over time. Then you have this thing where you basically you can farm XP tickets and stuff.
저희는 심야 업무를 진행하는 협회원을 위해
Then they have the battle pass, which
주문을 받고 있습니다.
they've actually updated. It used.
회원이시라면
I don't remember what the second one.
쉘이나 브랜디를 첨가한 차는 어떠실까요?
Well, I don't know. Like, I think. I mean, at the start, when I started this, it kind of felt like they had kind of got halfway through a game, and then somebody came in and told them to make it into a gacha game. And then they had to start doing that. So I would say it's not bad. You don't have to throw money on it. If you want to, it's a bit cheaper, and because at the start they have a 200 rolls thing now. They didn't have that at the start. So it's like 200 rolls, you get what you want.
저희는
They didn't have that at the start. That's something they added in.
까지 주문을 받고
So they
있습니다.
made improvements.
회원이시라면 간단하게 쉘이나 브랜디를 첨가한 차는
Obviously, it might not be the style and everything everyone wants, but I mean, playing it from when it first started, it's better. Definitely a lot better than it was. So they're making improvements, which is something you want to see when people do games.
고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나.
Either they, I don't know if they didn't have enough budget or whatnot. I don't know what
늦으면
their plans were, because they did have to push back things a lot. Because I think the chapter 5 I did, they pushed that back by about a month.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
So they will push back things if they need to.
적들이 흔들흔들
키워보지.
기회 아니야?
흐드러졌구려.
Obviously, I'm guessing their budget is not as big as Honkai,
흔들흔들
Star Rail, or anything, so
보냈고 힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지. 힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘
다시
피해야지.
못 살게 구는
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
그대로 저주 속에 가라앉는군요.
매피가
so there's a
배고파했어.
big guy again.
잘
키워보지.
됐다. 그치?
힘 조절이. 힘 조절이 힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
Claire, why are you getting your butt kicked?
깨달았나?
둔해졌군요.
But I like it, so I keep playing it.
이기는
직접
편,
알게
우리
합니다.
편.
Because it does have a good story.
다시 못 살게 구는
And the voice acting is in Korean, but I haven't seen much mistakes or anything at all. So they do that very well. And generally, when they do have errors and stuff, they are pretty generous with giving you the currency
보냈고
as well. So it's like, okay, like maidens, you get 300, that's a 1 roll. Then it's like, oh, we made a goofy, here's 1,000. Now you've almost got a 10 roll.
그치?
Stuff like that.
좋았어.
How many of these are going to do? Oh. I must now use a box. Oh, I thought the box filled up the whole thing.
순수했던 나날로.
So now that I had some time to look around here, this facility appears to be a gift factory. I see, so there are factories like that produce gifts. Christmas decorations everywhere. There's still some time until Christmas, though. Obviously, they don't... This came out after Christmas. So I gotta look to the ground with a somber expression. I didn't need to ask how much he... No, how he was feeling. I wonder if his monsters exchanged gifts with each other. They didn't seem like the most hospitable sort. There is a possibility they may be contractors of one of the wings in the city. I want to say no chance, but the city and the wings that we've experienced so far were... Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they're making it out of people, so... Yeah, there was a chance of that being the case. Excuse me. It's like, hey, we're making presents out of people. And then you make a reference to that one movie where the food is people. I don't remember that movie. Don't remember what it was called.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 적들이
한바탕
흔들흔들.
해볼까?
기회 아니야?
맞는 거야.
야호.
순식간에
이기는
끝내자.
편,
Another
우리 편.
two battle.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
저주 속에
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지. 힘들군.
대성공이야.
그러니 알아서
다른
잘
신나.
피해야지.
내 피가 배고파했어.
Yep, that's another big guy.
잘됐다.
멈춰라.
그치?
힘 조절이.
무지하니까
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
피워보지.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
제가 묻었네요. 한 놈.
자, 그대로.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
맞는 거야. 맞는 거야.
After spending some time battling gnomes and trashing the gift factory, you soon realized the gifts the Pharaohs were removing weren't your average gifts. Is that a foot? Is that a sign with a drawing of foot? What's going on here? This one is adorned with a deep depiction of an eyeball. These gifts appear to be made from materials that do not normally go into building these items. Their shapes are of teddy bears, oil pastels, toy trains, but they have an abnormally high concentration of protein and phosphorus. However, the decorations and the lights are made of proper materials. They must have salvaged the waste expelled from the city. It's obvious. GMFH. Gifts made from humans. More stuff made from human sacrifice. I guess the outskirts isn't so different from the city, huh? That's really concerning, is. Who are these gifts for? I wonder why I would want anything like these. Who knows? Rich folks with screwed up versions? Maybe that's who they're for? So, if they're making gifts out of people, he says the gnomes will the gnomes turn them into the gifts too? I do recall them saying something about locally produced materials. Aye, Soul Black. And we must move with haste. I have discovered a location with a high probability of their presence, presuming that they haven't been turned into gifts yet. After a long silence, Murasano spoke. He pointed in the direction. There. The placard's his gift assembly. Yay! We're getting somewhere here. And we forgot about Crayon.
다음 술자리 모험담은 이거군. 아주 완벽했어.
So, let's see. Only 4 more left.
몸을 풀어두죠.
Oh, the fart! Oh,
카론, 기다리는
big
거
guy right off the bat.
100초만 기다려줄게.
교훈해졌군요.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 적들이 흔들흔들.
순식간에 끝내죠.
기회 아니야?
둔해졌군요. 흐드러졌구려.
보냈고
야호.
피워보지.
이기는 편, 우리 편. 무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
저주 속에
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
내 피가 배고파 했어.
Another group with big people.
잘 됐다. 그치?
흐드러졌구려. 피어나라. 둔해졌군요.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
힘 조절 힘들군.
Ta-da!
알아서 잘 피해야지. 다음 술자리 모험담은 이거군. 아주 완벽했어.
Really wish there was a collect all button. But more XP vouchers, box, oh, snack thing, and that kind of thing. So we're already up this. Where's this to stop at 4K? This is going quicker than they usually do.
천천히.
I think I'm hearing some odd noise from in there. The rather high-pitched SOS. It's always a good indicator of wonderful happenings. Can you not giggle about sounds of screaming, please? I am familiar with this tone. The decibel range of the screaming is the exact match with Don Quixote's. Wait. You have yet to conduct a threat assessment of the combat area. One area appears to be a closed-off situation, which means Otis, where he was us, he would have said it. Such. Said what? I think I know. I'll delay frustrating. Quit whining. Or winging. Pick up your tools and get cracking. Hey, that was pretty close. Gonna soon blast the door open with a powerful kick. Meanwhile... where the bloody hell are we? Why am I tied up? I regretfully say today that we are quite screwed. Forsooth, we are fated to become toys in the hydraulic press. It appears that the time hath cometh. I shall be turned into a roly-poly toy myself, that writheth within every fall. Ugh. Why? Shut your trap and do something. Gotta get out of these mines. Sir Heathcliff, I apologize profusely. It's true that this was the teeniest bit of selfishness within me that I wished to procure the red sack cosplay set for myself. However, there was no lie that I wished to find the impeccable outfit. You little shite. I knew it was going to happen. Once I'm out of these binds, I'll sob. At least thou shalt become an elaborate pocket watch. Damn clocks again? I think they're going to turn me into a box of colored pencils. 24 vibrant natural colors, or so it says. We've not seen limited volume tales in a while, but they're a bit loud, Can you see if my ears are bleeding, The more they scream, the happier our recipients will be, Let's get cutting, Boom. Heathcliff, Don Quixote, what relief, you've not been turned into a gift yet. I can't whistle, I can't. Quite cozy in here. Everyone. How? We're here for you, Heathcliff. Blockhead. Damn it. Don't think I'd be this glad to see your mug. Looks like we got here in the nick of time. Heathcliff was about to be shoved into a gift-making hydraulic machine press. I have hewn your straps. Descend. Look, I'm not the type to wear my heart on my sleeve, but you saved me from getting turned into a pocket watch. I have to say that. You absolute idiot. You two had one job, to remain by the executive manager's side, yet you let yourself be captured like this. You know what? Forget it. Right, get a hold of yourself, you two. Manager, what now? Well, we've got to trash this place. Come on, get ready to wear your identities. Da-da! Gonna go smash, 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 smash. I mean,
카론,
the two fight again? Okay.
한바탕
대충
해볼까?
만들
흐드러졌구려.
적들이 흔들흔들.
그대로
기회 아니야?
멈춰라.
힘 조절이.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹었어.
깨달았나?
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
내 피가 배고파 했어. 잘
순식간에
됐다.
끝내죠.
그치?
자, 그대로.
힘 조절이.
보냈고
피어나라.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 야호,
직접
이기는
알게
편,
함이라.
우리 편.
저주 속에 가라앉는군요. 저주 속에 가라앉는군요.
내 피가 배고파 했어. 잘 됐다. 그치?
Not for anything. Oh yeah, I didn't put turn.
직접
well.
알게 합니다. 무지하니까
자, 둔해졌군요.
야호, 이기는 편,
피워보지.
우리 편.
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
다시 못
Really,
살게
Sinclair?
볼
Why are
일은
you being
없을 것이오.
staggered? Roll higher.
한번 맞는
보냈고.
거야.
Ta-da! No, this says nothing. After he defeated the horde of gnomes, Don Quixote and Heathcliff fell to the before everyone. Also not down, feeling like I should be down there with them. But as a tide pulled me to the side. I feel bad for those two. I'm ready to commence, Lady Otis. You absolute buffoons. How did you ever think that this was going to turn out okay? Are you even aware of the risks if your Manager took to get here? How worried they were about you. Well, actually, Clockhead wasn't from the start. Silence! Do not refer to the Executive Manager with such derogatory language. It's fool. Jeez. Yeah, 'twas my fault. 'Twas my fault. My mother used to scold me like this in my youth. Lois did not seem to slow down at all with her stern scoldings. And the pair fell completely silent, their heads hung low. I decided to wander away from this scene. This guilty conscience was too much for me to bear. Is Crayon doing okay? Yes, she merely lost her conscience. It's from the excess of my psychological shock. How did you find yourself at a place such as this? You are human, right? And we're right, and we're really in the outskirts? Crayon initially appeared somewhat taken aback from the deluge of questions, but she soon began to open up. So you're really from the city? I'm from Cloudtown. It's a village on the north side of the outskirts. Are there a lot of monsters like those gnomes out here that can speak? Yeah, there are many more monsters out here other than the gnomes. I've seen a few of them myself, but the village elders told me about the rest. My village was built to keep the monsters out, keep us safe. If this didn't happen, we'd all be preparing dinner back at the village by now. So they raided your village. Yeah, and they attacked us when the hunters were gone, so... We normally don't get raided by them around this time of year. So I thought we were safe, but they suddenly attacked us, rushing in on their sleighs. Some of us tried to fight, but didn't stand a chance, and everyone that they killed got shoved into sacks in the sleigh. I passed out from the fright, and they thought I was dead, too. Got shoved in the sacks like the rest of them. Rest of the villagers. Oh. We forced you to talk about something that couldn't have been easy to go through. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I can ask things, too. Anything? Is it right that crayon boxes in the city have 48 different colors? They have gold and silver color crayons, too? Probably. And there's just people in the city, right? No monsters like the gnomes that tried to kill us, right? It's kind of hard to answer that, actually. Sometimes I fly in high hill to look at the city. Always saw pretty colorful lights from up there. So colorful that I don't have enough colors in my crayon box to draw them all. Wish I could live in the city. If I lived there, I'd never have to worry about getting attacked by monsters. Well, I wouldn't know about that. I could live happy with all my neighbors. You've really never been to the city, huh? SSC. I'm sorry? Same story everywhere. Doesn't matter where you were. Death always stalks us. Whoa, that was so cool. Can you say that again? Huh, that was cool. Oh, you guys see anyone else nearby by any chance? I don't think we ran into any other humans out here. No, but he has to be here to save us. Who do you mean? The best hunter of Cloudtown. If he was at the village, the gnomes wouldn't have. Here's that in the outskirts there are hunters who specialize in hunting monsters. Akin to whalers of the Great Sea, that is. But wait. So if they are kidnapping and killing humans for these gifts, who are these gifts for? Ho, ho, ho! Of course, the gifts are for our poor and kind neighbors who do not cry. Deputy Manager, retreat. I don't know when it happened, but a large shadow was looming over us. Ah, what is that thing? I am Santata, bringer of gifts to our neighbors. Ho, ho, ho! The golfing giant, barbed in red, carried a massive sack on his shoulder. It was definitely not a human. Yeah, that's the get. That's the one. No, the Crimson Guard. That's the Crimson Guard that I spoke of. Apparently jumped up from their knees and began shouting in unison. That's the Red Sack's outfit? Oi! Then he's already... No, not the reindeer man too. Good, cut the useless chatter for once. After silencing the pair with a short-term command, Otis approached me and spoke in a low voice. Executive Manager, since he appears to be one of an intellect, I will attempt to parley with it. But we best prepare ourselves for battle in case talks fall through. Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you mean by neighbors? Wings? Clients from the city? Oh ho ho, but we are denied entry to the city. Are we not? And the big love of me a gnome too? I happened to overhear gnomes during our time in captivity. They call their master Beard Giant, which I believe is not a gnome. A giant? They're really all kind of monsters out here, huh? Dante, that's not an abnormality, is it? No, that's not an abnormality, or a distortion. I'd say it's closer to the whales. Oh ho, do you yearn for guests too? Yeah, your kind already owns all there is to own. We and our neighbors in the outskirts wish so dearly for that every day. The only day we're allowed to joy in comforting human gifts. I see, you produce toys out of humans and gift them to those who hatred for humans. Out of pure goodness of your heart. Here, where all those who have been marginalized and exiled by humans gather and wallow. We pour our infinite hatred and care into packaging these gifts. Ho ho ho. Quite the verbose way of saying I refuse to negotiate. Ho ho ho, why don't you come here and join us? Come joy to those who need it. Yeah, he's kind of a big dick.
다음 술자리 모험담은 이거군. 아주 완벽했어.
And I have to... Wait. Oh, wait, I used Lunacy. Well, I'm dumb. Oh, well. It's not like I'm out. Oh, well. Let's change this up a bit, since we do have... Take you out,
제가
put you
가질
in.
상대가 있나 보군.
That should be fine.
잠깐만. 천천히.
Wait, just...
늦으면
Three?
미피랑
Oh.
먼저 갈 거야.
직접 알게 합니다.
Oh, this is... Oh, wait, these are high rollers. What are they doing? Stop doing that.
지금 뭘 잘못했는지는 알기나
They're
해.
tougher than the other ones.
드라마에서
그
봤어.
정도
승객이
각오로
딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
다시
Well, that one's gone.
일은 없을 것이오.
미피가 배고파 했어.
직접 알게
잘
합니다.
됐다. 그치?
Solo. Stop it.
깨달았나?
야호.
직접
Then there was one.
편.
흐드러졌구려.
맞는 거야.
And they're down. Now for the next wave.
미피가 배고파 했어.
그가
잘
좋아.
됐다. 그치?
No. Okay. So I stop rolling poorly.
보냈고
미피가 배고파
그가
했어.
봐주마.
잘 됐다. 그치?
제가 묻었네요.
야호.
직접
이기는
알게
편,
합니다.
우리 편.
보냈고
Then there
야호.
was one.
이기는 편, 우리 편.
한바탕 해볼까?
맞는 거야.
Now do I fight the big guy?
내피가
Oh, he is big. What's he got? Poise and
그치?
Holograph draft you. 3 pose every turn. And then heal 3 SP for every attack skill that dealt damage. Okay. Do you have any passes I should worry about? It doesn't say so. Okay. Hmm.
순식간에 끝내줘.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만
Yes,
기다려줄게.
yeah, charge. I haven't doing anything open yet. No.
대답하주마.
깨달았나?
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
한바탕 해볼까?
Well, at least he has sanity, so that helps a bit with this team. I can lower that.
깨달았나?
Okay, that feels very nice.
되갚았습니다.
And now he's blameless.
했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
Ta-da! Humans, I'll separate the flesh from your bones. The fan's got suddenly began to expand. All of you, hold your breath. Suddenly a large figure leaped out of the dark and slammed what looked like a stake into Santa's gut. Whoa, 'tis a smell most foul. I think I'm about to pass out. Santa potently fetid refused lingers. Some sinners dropped to the floor while the others gaped profusely. Clearly this was a rather painful experience for all. This chaos does not appear to be toxic, however. Its scent seems to inspire an extreme level of this. Oh, it's a hunter, I'm guessing. So you defeated the northern giant, yet you don't seem to know the proper procedure or what to do afterwards. Are you hunters from the city? Proper procedure. Immediately before death, the giant's body fills with noxious gas before exploding in a rain of acid. The man who staked Santa's gut explained as he approached us. You have to puncture a hole in its gut to let out the gas before its internal organs condense into acidic fluid, allowing it to cause a chain reaction that could complicate things. Okay, we learned something. Santa goes boom.
결국 내 공부가 부족하지 않았다는 거네. 그치? 좋았어.
And this is the story part. The stench won't come off. Who's that now? Mr. Domino! Crayon, who's been holding her breath and her fingers over her nozzle, ran up to the large man and hugged him. At least you're safe, Crayon. That's good. Cough. After settling for a moment, due to the stench, most likely, Mrs. Bresley gasped for air before approaching Dom. Hey, you identify yourself. Name's Domino. I'm a monster hunter from Cloud Town. I don't suppose I can call it a town anymore now that it's just me and Crayon that's left. Relax, I wouldn't even think of hurting any of you. Ah, so you're the hunter that the girl mentioned. Oh, just relax. Upon Domino's confirmation, she leaned on the wall and looked at the floor in relief. Normally around this time of year, these monsters would have gone further north, to a different village. So I was on an expedition to help them out. Looks like they decided to switch things up this time around. When I returned, they'd already finished their raid on our village and left. Damn it, they used to be predictable. Attacked only right before Christmas. These tragedies happen often. Though I can't speak for the city, I can say this is a common occurrence in the outskirts. It's a hellish place to live, if you can even call it this living. Survival alone is a miracle out here. And there are a lot more places out here like this mockery of a gift factory. No, can't say I've seen a factory like this anywhere else, but I can tell you one thing. Compared to some worse things that could have happened, this tragedy was nothing. That's the natural order of things in the outskirts. I do wonder sometimes, if we were in the city, no matter how bad it gets in there, it must be better than this living hell. It's no easy contemplation to answer. The outskirts must be a hellish place to live, if that's what he's told me, if anything to go by. But the city they admire so much isn't a warm place itself, from what I've seen in my journey so far. That company us back to the city. We were on our... Don Quixote stopped herself, realizing that the other sin was giving her a look of disapproval. Thank you for your kind words, at least. I wish it were that easy. If I could at least let this child enter the city somehow. It's like that. But the city has no space to spare for this child, not even a small corner of it. Even if you were somewhat make it past the city's walls, there are countless variations of paperwork and procedure you must overcome before you can live the kind of life you desire. What people lives even do such paperwork? And where do we find them out? We're not studied or work to find a job in the city as some use of other villagers do, mister. There was an uncomfortable silence. Domino cleared his throat and continued. I must still extend my gratitude for keeping the girl safe until my arrival. I know I'll go away to Cop extend your gratitude. Maybe you can extend us a nice pouch, a shiny and jingling bag of... Rowan's eyes were twinkling. The lingering stench made it difficult, but she was determined to make her point. Something shiny and jangling. Sure, maybe I can give you a tour of some antique items I keep at home. Representative salvage from locomotive tracks of the outskirts, not something you see every day. Items from the outskirts? The tour alone would be worth much more than this pure cash. Boss, there's still a decent chance that the door we entered through might just shut behind us, right? Indeed, in fact, it is unclear whether the door is still open. I recommend a quick return to the bus, now that our two primary objectives have been secured. So she says. If you would permit me to speak my mind, Executive Manager, even if this is not the Great Lake, the outskirts is an extremely perilous place. This curiosity cannot be a reason for us to risk getting stranded in this environment. Seems like you've got to hurry back. Well then, catch. Domino colored wind all in my direction. Don't appear to be anything dangerous. Let us inspect it further after we return. Dally, longer than we have to. Yeah, good idea. Some sailors have passed out and had to be carried by others. Most could not stop gagging at the stench, but we still made our way back to the door. The door has remained open. We made it back to the safety of Mephistopheles. Sometime later... Boo, stinky, Charon, evacuate, evacuate. Charon quickly made her escape to the decks. Huh? Okay, yes. You can tell. He's like, what the fuck? The Virgils greet us in the cabins with a terrifying gaze. Looks like everyone's had quite an adventure. Covered in blood and guts, and with a disgusting stench to boot. Oh, this is Manager? I can't hear you anyway. So just reply to my query with a nod or a shake. Your replies better match up with your expectations, of course. With my expectations. I have but one question. Was it you who made the call? I hesitated for a moment before nodding affirmatively. I might get reprimanded, or maybe he had worse thing in mind for me, but it was I who decided to go along with their plan. This would not have happened without my authorization. Good. Then my questioning is over. Huh? I will leave it to you to deal with this mess. You may rest afterwards, and please do something about the foul stench. Well then. With that, Virgilius disappeared into the back door once again. Huh, that's unexpected. Thought my time had finally come. Be glad, the best consultation is a consultation not had, indeed. Alas, behold, one and all. I don't know when she found time to pick up all, but Duncan managed to haul a huge sack of gifts back to... You picked that up from all that mess? I have laid claim upon the evil gnome's trinkets. Now that's some real commitment. What's all that for? Art thou truly unaware of my intentions? 'Tis for adorning our ship with Christmas decorations. Wait now, but we're still like 3 months away from Christmas. Agreed, let's not risk peeling old wounds to lower morale in our company is. Oh, it's okay, it's been getting better with time. Little by little. Yeah, we can all grow beyond it, eventually. Marvelous, art thou. Yeah. Then this appears to be an occasion most fit for a party, then. What say you? Don't tell me we went through all that trouble for some party decorations. According to Dante's explanations, this incident was spurred on by Heathcliff's need for an outfit. Yep, it's his fault. Heathcliff has been silently brooding in his seat with his face buried in his palms, out of shame, most likely. Ahem. Verily, verily, yet. That very costume we saw was worn by none other than that monstrous giant. I don't suppose it would fit Sir Heathcliff anyhow. Forget it. It was the kind of look I was going for. It wasn't the kind of look I was going for. What they say, Heath? We'll all help out as soon as we hit land, okay? The outfit's one thing, yeah, but you are speaking to the port. We sailed past the port ship at which the hair salon had printed those hair coupon products their business. The coupons could not be used, as the port ship was not on our charted route. Leave it to me to stylize your hair. I've done my sister and younger siblings' hair often. You don't need to know how long we've been pulling this down like anyway. Besides, I don't even know how to dress myself proper. I was going to attempt the trial and error method. Okay, but can you at least tell us what it is that Virgilius gave you, just so we know what exactly you're so anxious about? Ah, saw it. As details, we have produced a letter. Ah, what's this? Something Virgilius? I remember I found this envelope before. It's made of a really expensive paper, made only in limited quantities at a time. It's quite a luxurious envelope. Can we read it? Sure, it's nothing impressive. Then, Dante, why don't you read it loud for the rest? Sure. Rodeo handed me the letter. It was written in a beautiful series of cursive handwriting drawn to a most calligraphic perfection. I began reading. From Wuthering Heights, we cordially extend you, honored guests, an invitation to the blanket blank blank. What is this? Somebody's colored over this part of the letter. Well, I'll keep reading. Venue, Wuthering Heights T Corp Nest. Should you accept this invitation, please convene at the designated location by 4 in the afternoon on the 24th with this letter on your person. Please, this occasion with your presence. With great respect, Nellie. Oh, and down here's a postscript. It's written in a different handwriting than the rest of the letters. P.S. You have to be there, Heath. I'll be waiting, Kathy. We had no way to tell what kind of occasion it was for a cat being colored over, but clearly the rest of the letter's contents had stoked the fire passion of Heathcliff's heart once again. So, you gotta look fashionable and classy for this Kathy person, right? Well, yeah, there's more to it than... Shh, quiet now. I can see why you were so impatient, Heath. Huh? Why you look at me that? Oi! I'll leave it up to you to style his hair, Master Hester or Hong Lu. Hoo-hoo. I won't call myself a master. Oh, wait. Where are you taking me? What in the bloody hell is this grip? Yeah, Rodia's got quite the grip strength. You won't free yourself from her anytime soon. The two sailors, practically hauling Heathcliff by his arms, disappeared into the back door. Now Heathcliff's fate was sealed. be a mannequin of a now motivated and unbearably bored Rodius various experimentations. I can hang this trinket here, and Don Clay began humming a song, a carol perhaps, as she placed the various trinkets around the bus. Indeed, I decided to go out to the deck for some air. I leaned on the railing and dug through my pockets. Wooden doll Domino the Hunter gave me, just as we hurriedly left. Held it and felt its texture under my fingers. My eyes looked outward where the outskirts lie. I thought the moment about the gnomes, the giant, and the things Domino told me. I suppose there are people with stories in the outskirts too. Stories different from those in the city. Faust approached from behind and stood next to me. I wonder how much I said, how much of what I said she heard. All the stars, Dante. Star by star. Then you will one day learn. For now, follow the closest star that shines before your eyes. Yeah, I have to focus on the stories of the city for now. I don't even know who I really am, after all. Now there's voice stuff? Joyous laughter and frustrated halls echoed out of the cabins. They must have finished dressing up Heathcliff. Why don't we take a look at how Heathcliff is doing, Faust? You make a rather tempting offer, Dante. They added color to the bus's interior, warm heart a little. So, confirm. We get more stuff. And then tickets and stuff. Let's see. And for now, I'm gonna redo the team.
저희는 심
Let's see. I don't know. Is there a better one than that? No, we can try the team.
저희는 심야 업무를
So it's just. Is it just a one? So
저주를
we'll use the same
함께하죠.
team from
제가
before.
형님과 누님들을 위해
We'll see how this goes. No.
예피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
가세.
I don't know if it's they made it harder or if it's basically similar to the fight we already had. I assume it's harder.
지금 뭘 잘못했는지는 알기나 해. 드라마에서 봤어.
제가 묻었네요.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹여서 내피가 배고파 했어.
봐주마.
잘 됐다. 그치?
Forgot to check if it was.
교훈해졌군요.
깨달았나?
한 줄 긋지.
야호.
So there's 3 fights just like
이긴 편,
before.
우리 편.
Probably the same assortment. See how the boss battle. Third fight is though.
무지하니까 맞는 거야.
내피가 배고파 했어.
봐주마.
잘 됐다. 그치? 카론, 기다리는 거
한바탕
못해.
해볼까?
100초만 기다려줄게.
무지하니까
적들이 흔들흔들.
한바탕 해볼까?
기회 아니야? 무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 야호, 이기는 편, 우리 편.
아파주마.
You would lose for me, wouldn't you? Okay, that was not what I wanted.
야호, 이기는 편, 우리
no.
편.
Can I do it?
순식간에 끝내죠.
배가 아팠습니다.
보냈고 기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
이걸로 제가 받곤.
내피가
Let me out of the
배고파했어.
box.
잘됐다. 그치?
직접 알게 함이라.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
순식간에
100초만
끝내죠.
기다려줄게.
Doesn't have that one buff, but he still has the poise, which is not good.
깨달았나?
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Oh wait, did I? Oh, I put some. Oh, that's why.
야호, 이기는 편, 우리 편.
배가 아파주마.
And he's down. Wonder if there's a harder fight after that. So that gives you,
무지 외에 암흑은
with the one
없나니.
thing I have, it's
아,
it's over 200. Okay, so that's, then it just gives 50, so that means you're gonna get about 100 or something after that. Hopefully. That means farming.
저희는 심야 업무를
네.
진행하는 협회원을 위해
Oh, the
늦게까지
customization
주문을
thing.
받고 있습니다.
Got the Merry
불편이시라면
Christmas things.
간단하게 쉘이나 브랜디를 첨가한 차는 어떠실까요?
Alrighty. Oh, I got 14 tickets. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's see. Oh, this is the random box. Okay, I can do that. Alrighty. Okay, that would be it for me tonight. Thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully you liked the stream. If you did, you can follow. If not, you can back whenever you feel like. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and I will see you next time, which will be, well, tomorrow. Probably be streaming with Matsu at It's All Black. Other than that, it'll be Tuesday, and I'm not sure what I'll be playing at that time. But have a good day. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and everything. Or Happy Holidays, whichever you do. And I will see you again next time. Bye bye.